Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Petey Proudlock, and it is the player ratings from yesterday's 1-1 draw away to Liverpool at Anfield yesterday. To go down there and get a point where our record down there is really, really not good at all is just great to come away and get that point, which helps us more towards safety and to guarantee Premier League football for next season. The performance from us wasn't really convincing, I must say, to be honest, but I think fans are just more bothered about getting the points and know we're going to play Premier League football for next season. Liverpool, I think for them, I would say they were punished for not taking chances. They had so many chances to get more goals out of the game, but they didn't. They left themselves wide open at the back as well, and we took advantage of that. And Joe Willock off the bench to get us that point, to get that goal. Oh my word. He scores again. Should have started though. Why didn't he start? I think we know the reason to that. But it was a perfect opportunity to start him yesterday because he can't play against Arsenal next week. So in a way that is a bit of a kick in the teeth because I think he's done very well since being on loan from Arsenal at this club. We should get this lad permanent. Really, really, definitely should. And for him to score yesterday was brilliant. Although we could have had another goal before that, but stupid VAR decides to rule it out for handball, where Callum Wilson's hand is down by his side. I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm glad this is handball rule change in VR is changing next season. It simply has to, because that is what is causing this game, football games now, to be ruined completely. Decisions like that where it's not done deliberate. I mean, do you give a penalty for that in a game? No, you don't. So I'm really glad that that is going to be changed for next season, because things like that simply can't continue, because fans are just going to get restless. Even football clubs are going to be totally sick to the back teeth of it now when they've got the goal and then they realise, oh, we're going to chalk it off for something unintentional. I mean, dearie me. Liverpool did take the lead through Mo Salah. It is a great strike, but he leaves Matt Ritchie for dead. But it's a cracking strike. But I've got to say, Dubravka definitely had to keep us in that game a lot of the time. He was called into action a lot of the time, and he had to pull off some really good saves as well. But again, Liverpool wasted chances that they should have taken. The ones where they just had them off target as well. And just, there you are. And fell asleep right at the end for us to get the equaliser through Joe Willock. So here we go then into my player ratings from what I've gone with from yesterday's 1-1 draw. Starting off with Martin Dubravka. And he was my man of the match. He was brilliant. You know why he's back in goal, and you know why he's number one as well. Absolutely fantastic from him yesterday. Oh, and I'm glad to see him back in goal, as I mentioned, and he was absolutely brilliant yesterday. He was my man of the match, so I'm going to give him a 9. Into the 3 centre-backs. First of all, Federico Fernandez. Bit sloppy at times, not too bad. Although, question, was he lucky to stay on the pitch from that elbow? A lot of were saying that could have been a red card. Very interesting. So, again, as I mentioned, bit sloppy, but again, not too bad. So I'm going to give Fernandez a 5. In the middle of the centre-backs, and that was Kieran Clark. Again, the same, just a little bit sloppy at times. Was one, he gave the ball away right in our half, near the box. You didn't want to do that. Absolutely no chance. But same as Fernandez, not too bad, but there was that sloppiness, so I'm going to give Clark a 5 as well. Last of the 3 centre-backs, that was Paul Dummett, and again, the same. I must say, just it was a lot of sloppiness from our defence. A lot of the time, I would say, giving balls to players right in our half. As I mentioned, can't be doing that. No chance in hell, because Liverpool, they had Firmino, Salah, Mane and Jota starting yesterday. And you were just lucky that they failed to capitalise on that 1-0 lead that they had. So again, I'm going to give Paul Dummett a 5 as well. Into the wing backs on the right hand side, Jacob Murphy, and I thought he did very well. I must say, he did. He really managed to get himself down the pitch. Was trying to get balls into the box as well, and I've been delighted to see the lad back in the side now. He deserves that chance throughout the rest of the season, and I want to see him sign a new contract at this football club, because he's really proved himself. I'm going to give Jacob Murphy a 7. On the left-hand side of the wing-backs, and that was Matt Ritchie, and again, I thought did very well as well. Probably not as good at what it was against West Ham last week, but again, did very well indeed. He knows how to get balls in the box as well, and you're just delighted he is back in the side, because he certainly gives it on that pitch. He really, really does. I'm going to give Ritchie a 7 as well. The centre midfield roles. First of all, Jonjo Shelvey. Now, I must say it wasn't too bad at times. I thought some of his passes were actually pretty good, I must say. But it was that one, he back passed all the way back to Dubravka, which Mane nearly capitalised on it. My word, if that Mane put that in, that is definitely going to be down to Shelvey, not the goalkeeper, Dubravka. Why did he do that, Shelvey? I mean, please explain, Shelvey, why? God's sake, man. But as I mentioned, it wasn't too bad. Some of his passing was actually okay, but it was that one. Why did he have to do that? So I'm going to give Shelvey a 5. Next player in the midfield role, and that was Sean Longstaff. Pretty good, pretty decent, I would say. There was that chance he had, which was saved by Alisson. Oh, I think he should have put that away. He could have put that away. I think he was trying to put it through his legs, but just couldn't do it. But it wasn't too. It was pretty good from Sean Longstaff yesterday. And I mentioned I'm glad he's back in the side to see what he can do throughout the rest of the season. So I'm going to give Sean Longstaff a 6. Next player in the midfield role, and that was Miggy. And I thought he was very poor yesterday, I must say. I thought he was very poor. Indeed, when he was running with the ball, trying to take players on, he was either getting caught out, running into brick walls, I thought. So it wasn't a great game for Miggy yesterday. So I'm going to give Miggy a 4. And now onto the two attacking up front. First of all, ASM, and he was great once again yesterday. He certainly caused that Liverpool defence all sorts of problems, where their centre-back, is it Clavin, or if that's how you pronounce his name, apologies if I've absolutely messed that up, where he got a yellow card for it, and that possibly could have been a red card as well. I mean, that was pretty dangerous. It was very late, and ASM beat them all ends up. So yeah, great from ASM yesterday, so he gets an 8 from me. And next player up front, and that was Joe Linton. There was at times he was very slow in the game. There was that one where him and Miggy tried to go for the same ball, and I think it was Joe Linton who had the shot, which was called by Alisson completely. But yeah, there was just at times he was very slow. He did have that chance as well, which was saved by Alisson, but it was straight at the keeper a lot of the time, rather than trying to see if he could ping out the near corner or the far corner, which he should have done there. But again, it wasn't really, really bad from Joe Linton yesterday. It was just some of his slowness in that one where he just pretty much put it straight to the keeper as well. So I'm going to give Joe Linton a 5. Into the substitutions, first of all, Callum Wilson. And look what he did when he came off the pitch. Onto the pitch, sorry. He really changed that game as well. He was certainly getting himself about. He wanted to get himself a goal, which he could have, but stupid VAR as usual. My word. But he really changed that game when he came on, and he has to start against Arsenal next week. No doubt about that. So I'm going to give Callum Wilson a 7. Next from the substitutes, and that was Joe Willock, who got us that goal to get us the point, which was absolutely brilliant. Indeed, he should have started, as I mentioned, and now it's a massive blow for him because he can't play against Arsenal because we'll have him on loan from them. which is why he can't play, which is why he should have started yesterday, but he didn't. And he saved us again. Yeah. Really hope we can get the lad signed permanently. And he should have started, as I mentioned. I'm going to give Joe Willock an 8. The last substitution, and that was Dwight Gale. Didn't think he came on with a lot of time remaining, so I'm not going to mark him really. If I did, it would just be down the middle and go with a 5. On to the manager, Steve Bruce. I'm going to give Steve Bruce a 5. The lineup, it wasn't too bad. He should have went with Joe Linton, and not Joe Linton. He should have started Joe Willock, and he should have started Callum Wilson as well. He had to bring them on in the second half to change the game. So that is why I'm going to give Steve Bruce a 5. So that is my player ratings. Let me know down in the comments section. As always, do you agree with what I've gone with? If you were to change any of them, let me know as always, and why. Tomorrow, 8 p.m, you know what it is. It's the Four Horsemen of the Toon live show. Oh, I hope I didn't spit me drink out like I did last time. Oh... my word, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. As soon as Chippers came out with that comment, I just completely lost it. Had a mouthful of drink and yeah. Hopefully I'm not going to be doing that again, because tomorrow I'm going to be up at me caravan while the show is on. So yeah, going to try not to do that and keep it nice and tidy and clean. Okay, thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like. Please drop your comments in as well. And of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit the subscribe button. And I shall see you all later. Take care. Well, then, do you agree with the ratings that I've gone with? And should have Joe Willock and Callum Wilson should have started yesterday?